Guys, what is going on? I'm back up here for another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing last night's edition of Smackdown, the May 8th, 2018 edition, as we are officially on the road to Money in the Bank and Money in the Bank weekend, which will culminate with NXT TakeOver on June 16th from Chicago, and then Money in the Bank on June 17th. So we had three qualifying matches, on this show. And overall, I'd have to say SmackDown was the better show this week compared to Raw. I thought Raw was okay, but I had to give the edge to SmackDown. Maybe they're getting things back on track post-Superstar shakeup. We'll have to see. But I really enjoyed this show. There were some good matches set up for what was to come for Money in the Bank. And with that, let's get into the results here. We kick things off with Paige. She says that Money in the Bank is around the corner, and we're going to kick things off with the first Money in the Bank qualifying match, which was a pretty good match here, I'd have to say, between United States Champion Jeff Hardy and The Miz. Miz is really on fire lately when it comes to his in-ring work. I mean, him and Rollins, they stole the show at Backlash, and now here last night on SmackDown, him and Jeff Hardy had a good match. And to no real surprise to me, Miz was able to get the win here after Jeff Hardy went up to the top rope, hits the swanton, but Miz was able to pin Jeff Hardy off of that swanton, so that was really surprising to see there. And The Miz officially advances into Money in the Bank. So will The Miz be able to become a two-time Mr. Money in the Bank? We all know what he did back in 2010, cashed in on Randy Orton, became WWE Champion. I wouldn't be surprised. Right now, Miz is my pick to win Money in the Bank. We'll see where that goes, but kudos to Miz and Jeff Hardy for kicking off the show here with a nice match, and it certainly got things rolling. We go backstage. Renee Young talking to Shinsuke Nakamura, asks him if he's done with AJ, and he says, "I don't speak English." And Renee says, "That's bull. We all know that you do. We've heard you speak it before." And he says, "I used to know how to speak English, but I forgot." And she says, "Is there anything you'd like to say to AJ Styles before you get how to speak English again?" And Nakamura says, "Styles is nuts, but so is he, and they are not finished." I'm digging heel Shinsuke. Like I said, he's easily more entertaining than he was compared to him as just a babyface. Just to me, on the main roster, something wasn't clicking with him as a babyface, so I think the heel turn was the next best thing for him. We'll see where it goes. I'm hearing rumors that this will culminate in a last man standing match. Just rumors for now at Money in the Bank. Obviously, they have unfinished business based on that horrendous finish at Backlash. So if they are going to do one more match, which it looks like, hopefully we get a decisive finish if they're going to do a last man standing match. Take that for a rumor as of what it is now, but we shall see. We had our second Money in the Bank qualifying match, Charlotte versus Peyton Royce. Decent match here. Charlotte was able to lock in the figure eight, get the submission win on Peyton Royce. No real surprise here. Charlotte being added to that match. She lost to Carmella the night before at Backlash. Charlotte could easily be a front runner to win the Money in the Bank match. We'll see who takes those remaining spots. Obviously, we have Ember Moon in there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, we'll have 4 participants from Raw, 4 participants from SmackDown. So I think that's the way to go. Instead of doing, one Money in the Bank match for Raw for the World Championship and then doing one for the WWE title on SmackDown, I heard also rumors of there being a tag team Money in the Bank ladder match. We'll see if that's true. Don't know how I feel about that. To me, 2 is the ideal number of ladder matches you want to do on that show. 3 to me is kind of pushing it. But we'll see. We'll see if that's just rumors or if it actually turns out to be true. Daniel Bryan interview backstage. He says Big Cass attacked him last time because they were in the ring, and Bryan got the win by making Cass tap out. And Bryan says he's going to win Money in the Bank tonight, beat Rusev, and continue to prove the bigger they are, the harder they tap out. We had Xavier Woods versus Cesaro. This is actually a fun little match here. It was particularly funny when Big E threw pancakes at Sheamus. I was just laughing. I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's so ridiculous, but they made it work. Xavier Woods goes up to the for the rope walk elbow, but Cesaro caught him, hit a beautiful looking uppercut in midair for the win. They teased some dissension early on here between Sheamus and Cesaro. Not sure if that means a split for the Bar, which I'd be okay with. I like them as a tag team, but of course I'm a huge fan of pushing Cesaro as a singles. So we'll see if that was just, just a tease or if that actually leads somewhere. But a nice match here between Xavier Woods versus Cesaro. We had an interview with AJ Styles backstage. He says he isn't done with Shinsuke Nakamura. And if Nakamura has the guts to step back in the ring with him, Styles will show Nakamura that this is the house that AJ Styles built. So nothing really too much to get out of that interview with AJ. But it'll let you know that his issues with Nakamura are not finished. And I was also curious to see no Samoa Joe on the show. He obviously teased the week before becoming number one contender to the WWE Championship, suffered the loss to Roman Reigns, so maybe they just felt, hold him off a week and then come back the next week. We'll see. Maybe he'll be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's because it's like, what do you do with Joe at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view if he isn't challenging for the championship? So there's some questions there. Like I said, we'll see what direction they go in next week. They had a nice little creepy promo with the Bludgeon Brothers. They had a destroyed set of WWE toys, and then it panned up to them, and they asked if we will come and play with them, and then they smashed the camera with their hammers. I really like this. To me, it was just something different, kind of just a little bit creepy, a little bit weird, but it fit, their characters, with what they're going with here. It was good stuff. Becky Lynch versus Mandy Rose, making her in-ring debut as a single star. I'm so glad that Absolution is dead. Sonya Deville, never really seen much in her. Just to me, she never impressed me really in the ring or on the mic. But Mandy Rose, to me, out of, the two members of Absolution, minus Paige, I saw the most potential in. And I think she's good in the ring. I haven't heard much of her mic work. We'll have to see how that is. But she beat Becky Lynch here, which was really surprising to me. Rose was able to get the roll-up on Lynch for the win, so that was surprising to see. On the flip side of things, I wish they would have more for Becky to do. I kind of wish in the draft a couple weeks ago that Becky went to Raw. I just feel like she's been lost in the shuffle for quite a while now on SmackDown. Hopefully they have something planned for her, because like I said, she's talented, and it's just felt like so long now since she's done anything of note. But back on the flip side of things, I'm happy to see Mandy Rose getting a singles run, and we'll see how she does. And then finally, we had our Money in the Bank qualifying match. Solid main event here. Daniel Bryan versus Rusev. And what really surprised me here was there was no interference from Big Cass. Rusev hit Bryan with the pop-up knee, hit the Machka kick for the clean win on Daniel Bryan. And I'm like, whoa. I did not see Rusev beating Daniel Bryan without any interference from Big Cass, but he beat him clean. That was really shocking to me. And then the camera stayed on Bryan, and he just had this look of dejection of like, he had his goal of getting into Money in the Bank. Obviously, his issues with Big Cass are not finished. So I could see them two tangling at Money in the Bank in another singles match. But this was a great way to end the show. I mean, how can you just not get behind Daniel Bryan just with the way his facial reactions were? Just this look of dejection and what do I have to do next? It was good stuff. And honestly, I'm glad he's not in the Money in the Bank ladder match just for his health. The guy just came back. He's getting back into the swing of things. We don't need him getting, God forbid, another concussion in a ladder match. That's why in 2015, when they put him in that ladder match, I was like, that might not be the best idea. It was a great match. Really good ladder match at WrestleMania 31, but it was questionable to put him in that match. Yeah, this was a really enjoyable episode of SmackDown. I liked the main event. Xavier Woods, Cesaro was fun. Some of the backstage, the Bludgeon Brothers promo. Miz versus Jeff Hardy was a really good opener. And I hope this is the beginning of SmackDown getting things back on track. It's been a while since I've enjoyed SmackDown. Like I said, it was better than Raw. And there was stuff that I liked on Raw. It wasn't like I thought Raw was average. If I had to give Raw a grade talking about it, I'd probably give it a C or a C+. It's not like it was bad or anything. It's just I gave the edge to SmackDown. So next week, both shows will be live from London, so they will be on tape delay. So it'll be interesting to see what type of shows those bring. They're always, I don't know, not really a big fan of when they go over to London. Nothing against London itself. I think the fans are great. I just think WWE just gives less of a crap. It's like they're tape shows, so why should we care? Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll see. So guys, those are my thoughts on SmackDown. What are your thoughts on SmackDown Live from last night? Leave your comments down below in the comment section. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412 for all my latest thoughts. And I will be uploading more videos in the future, whenever that may be. So stay tuned here on this channel for that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielGuys412. Be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/DanielGuys1994. The links will be included down below in the description box. So that is all for this video, guys. I want to say thank you all for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video, whenever that may be. Take care.